Hello beautiful people, Carl here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And with South Park having returned this week, it felt fitting to kind of return to one of the worst entries in the franchise from the video game perspective. Of course, there were plenty of adaptations, and there have been plenty of adaptations over the years. Some good stuff in recent times, some terrible stuff as well. But if we go back to sort of the 90s, late 90s, early noughties, there were some really, really bad games released, and this is one of them. Now, South Park as a rally game, you can kind of see the thinking behind it, but the reality is the execution wasn't up to scratch in the slightest. As of the time of release, South Park Rally was the third South Park game to be released up to that point, and every single one so far had been average at best. No one could capture the world of South Park correctly, and even now, recent times, basically it's the stick of truth that really nailed that. And unsurprisingly, South Park Rally doesn't even come close to sort of capturing the imagination or the world of South Park. The story, I mean, it's a rally game, so you wouldn't really expect one, but the story is even more paper thin than you would think, with the mayor of South Park deciding to stage a rally series throughout the town of South Park. Now, you might think this means you get plenty of exciting races across well-designed tracks in some of the famous areas of South Park. Well, the races part is correct, but even that's sort of. Some events are races, others are mission-based, require you to pick up an item and get to a set point on the track. It's confusing as hell. Others are themed, such as the Valentine's Day shootout that sees you picking up a cupid bow, an arrow, and having to shoot other drivers with it. It's not fun and incredibly limited. The problem lies mainly in the terrible track design and the awful kart controls. That there is enough to ruin the game. How hard is it to do good kart controls? Just copy Mario Kart. We're forever saying this. Stop trying to innovate and just copy the best. Instead, what we have here are floaty style karts that flip over so often you want to throw your controller at the TV. Braking is akin to potluck, with any thoughts of drifting gone. Try and drift and you will see the results. There is too much luck involved and you'll find yourself slamming into walls more often than not. The players start with a small number of playable characters and one racetrack. You unlock more by completing races and events. Once unlocked, players then can race on these tracks in practice mode and multiplayer. Multiplayer is not an improvement on the single player side of things at all, as the same poor controls and bad track design still exist. Instead of cursing at the screen though, you can at least curse at the person sitting next to you. Although it should be noted that the Nintendo 64 version of this game has 4-player, which is marginally more fun, at least because hey, there's 4 of you. So what does South Park Rally get right at least? Well, I think the stages reflect South Park fairly well, and the camera is decent enough and rarely locks up. The weapons and items you pick up are uniquely South Park, but very limited, of course. As are the one-liners that are at least authentic sounding. The problem there lies in the reality that by the 4th stage, so only a couple of stages in, you'll have heard them all several times and be sick of them. It's the kind of game you want to play on mute because it's not like the music's worth shouting about either. It is, at its core, a bad racing game, a bad karting game, and a bad South Park game, unsurprisingly. It's pretty famous for this. I'm just reiterating what everybody else knows. For me, I don't know what's worse. Is it the horrible controls, the floaty kart, or the frustrating level designs? All of them ruin the game, but all 3 together you end up with an absolute shocker. South Park might be going stronger than ever, but games like this are best resigned to the bargain bin and forgotten about completely. Don't be tempted by nostalgia. It's a terrible, terrible game. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts that you want to share? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.